Compare the previous progress page 1 with the NG version. Line 1 shows the last transitioned flight plan waypoint and its actual time of arrival, altitude, and fuel information for the time when this waypoint was transitioned. Pilot entry deletion is not permitted. This line shows the active waypoint and its estimated time of arrival or estimated time en route, distance to go, and estimated fuel remaining. This line shows the next waypoint and its ETA, ETE, distance to go, and estimated fuel remaining. This line toggles the ETA, or ETE, DTG, and fuel information, or the bearing and great circle distance to the destination. This line shows the current wind direction, velocity, and temperature. This line shows the display of the NavAids identifier and/or frequency information. Pilot entry is permitted. The NavAid at 6L is for the NAV1 radio, and the information is applicable to the NAV2 radio. The navigation mode, RNP, and EPU are also displayed. The RTA progress page is another new functionality. The required time of arrival provides automatic speed control in the cruise flight phase to arrive at a specified fix at a specified time. The RTA fix identifier is displayed on this line. If the RTA fix is the takeoff waypoint identifier, then it is displayed in magenta. Entry of a valid required time of arrival here is permitted, along with an optional designator that indicates an at or before or an at or after constraint. The estimated time of departure is displayed on this line. Valid entries are displayed in Zulu time. The default display on the ground will be dashes prior to entry of an RTA fix and time, or ETD. Display and entry of the ETD is only permitted on the ground. Once airborne, the display of the header and data fields are inhibited. The predicted altitude and ATA for the RTA fix are displayed if performance has been initialized and an RTA fix has been defined. The default display of the maximum cruise speed is 320 calibrated airspeed or 0.82 Mach. The default Mach value is displayed if performance is not initialized. Entry of maximum speed is permitted and limited by the default value. If there is no RTA cruise speed, this line is blank. Cancel is displayed once a mod RTA progress is displayed due to computation of RTA data. Otherwise, it is blank. Selecting Cancel cancels the mod RTA progress and clears all entered values that define the mod RTA. This line displays the Activate or Cruise prompt. The progress page 3 shows some data related to the flight. You can see the fuel quantity information, the gross weight, the wind speed and direction, the cross-track error when a valid cross-track error exists, the wind speed and direction, the command speed and altitude, the track, the drift angle, and the heading. You will also find the prompts for the air data, closest airport, RNP settings, and VNAV data. The VNAV and air data pages are much the same what you are used to seeing. The RNP page is somewhat new. Compare them, please. Manual lateral RNP values are entered into this line. The page also details RNP values for the departure, en route, arrival, approach, and missed approach LNAV phases of the flight plan. These displayed values are predefined default values. Pilot entries made on this page, with the exception of 1L, are retained until changed by the crew. The lines on the closest airports pages display, in order of closest to farthest, the closest airport from the current position. Selecting an airport causes the airport identifier to be down-selected and the last page of the primary flight plan to be displayed, which is where the destination is displayed. Or if no flight plan currently exists, the initial flight plan page is displayed. The flight summary page has changed. Compare it with the previous version. The page will show the engines 1 and 2 time on and time off, the takeoff, en route and landing times, the fuel remaining, and the APU fuel used. You can reset the fuel used.